Is there a way to become better educated on concussions? Or maybe an opportunity for our student athletes to be tested before a concussion occurs and then after to see what's different about the way they are processing information? There are required online meetings for coaches and officials illustrating the seriousness of concussions, recognition of the signs and symptoms, and a review of return-to-play protocols, as well as materials produced by a joint effort of the Brain Injury Association of Michigan, the Detroit Lions, the Center for Disease Control, and the MHSAA.
So concussion is a brain injury. So all of these symptoms and signs and things that happen to people are derived from the brain being injured. Now that can seem like a physical problem, either with nausea or coordination issues, but it's all manifested in the brain itself.
Partnering with University of Michigan's Neurosport and the trauma program at C.S. Mott Children's Hospital is one way to keep concussions on the sideline and protect athletes from serious injury.
So once you are concussed, there is no intervention that has been shown to be really effective in altering the course of the concussion, meaning no medication, no therapy, no treatment that has been shown to shorten the duration or improve outcomes.
Troy Mitchell went back in the game on the next play after he was hit against Southfield Lathrop in September. But after a few days of headaches and not feeling himself, he sought treatment.
We called the doctor on Monday, the 3 days after the concussion, and then I went to the doctor that Tuesday at Neurosport at U of M, and then they just evaluated me, and I mean, it was obvious that I had a concussion.
When we stopped and thought about, well, how can we make the biggest impact the quickest, it was, well, let's get to the coaches, and let's get to the high school coaches and the youth coaches first, because that's a group that has mechanisms in place for requirements for education and certification type procedures. So we created our first education module with that in mind, that let's get the information out to them first. It was designed to be something that is self-paced on the internet, but engaging, entertaining, and hopefully easy to learn from. We then thought it was important to build in a self-assessment tool so that people could say, yeah, I took this course and I passed the course, and at least I now have some basic information.
The doctor at Neurosport gave me a program called Brain. And the first day I have to bike for 20 minutes, and then the next day I run, then agility, so sprinting and on the football field, and then after that, if there's no more symptoms, then I'm in red, so I'm wearing a red practice jersey, so there's no contact. And then after that, there's no restrictions. That's only if all the symptoms didn't come back. So.
The concept is gathering data on how an individual performs brain-related tasks on memory, reaction time, those types of things, prior to them being injured, and then being able to use the same tests to compare to see if they're back to where they were. I see clinically, all too frequently are these tests being misused, being used as diagnostic tools, saying you are concussed or not, or you can go back to play or not. Instead, they should be used as really pieces of information, almost an extension of a physical examination, and put into a larger sort of clinical formula to decide these questions that these tests really aren't designed to do, but they're being used in that way. If they are going to use baseline testing, that it be part of a larger concussion program that is directed by a physician that's experienced in doing so.
There's even an app for your smartphone to help you get back on the playing field.
Called Return to Play, and I mean, you just log in your symptoms every day. There's a calendar for you, and then I mean, it just has like the myths and facts about concussions and the symptoms to look for concussions, and it's basically just to log so your doctor can keep in check with you without actually going to the doctor's office.
For more information on the education module, go to michiganneurosport.com or call 734-764-7281.